Alright, welcome back to B Mother Reviews, everyone. And today we've got from Sideshow Collectibles, this is the Bane premium format figure. Very large statue, a beast of a statue, as you can see here. Before we get in the review, I got to thank my buddy for lending me this statue for this review. As I film this today, it is his birthday, and it is a very special birthday for him because he's a man! He's 40! So happy birthday, buddy. Alright. Bane, if you were just taking a look at Bane right now for the first time, you'd probably think, okay, this is a muscle-bound, mindless brute, and he's going to fight with his fists, and that's all. But really, that's almost opposite of what Bane is. He's a master strategist. He's highly intelligent, and he is actually very famous for being known as the man who broke the bat. If you've read the Nightfall storyline, you've probably seen a comic book panel where he's breaking Batman's back over his knee. And they also recreated that scene in the Dark Knight Rises movie. So Bane, he is a very strong villain. He does get enhanced strength from this venom serum. You can see the tube here. It's being pumped into his body. It does give him enhanced durability and strength and all that. So it's a source of strength for him, but it's also a weakness because he does become addicted to this substance as well. And it's kind of a flaw and a source of strength for this guy. So as I said, very famous Batman villain. Does his statue live up to that billing? Let's get into the review and find out. Alright, so we're going to jump into the sculpt on this statue to start off here, and we'll talk about the base first. You can see the very bottom of the base. It's sort of sculpted stonework there, so a nice stone finish with scratches and weathering all over it. And then he's standing on top of this broken bat signal, and again, really nice weathering and scratches all over it. I like how they've shown the bolts, how it's bolted down to the base. So really nice attention to detail there. The base itself looks really, really nice. And then Bane, of course, they've really captured his size well on this piece. I mean, he is totally jacked up. He's unnaturally juiced up on this venom serum, so they've really captured that well with the rippled muscles, the veins popping out all over his body. Really, really nice job on the size and the muscle detail on this piece. I really like the boots as well. Nice leather finish to them. You know, the steel toe caps. Again, nice weathering there. The laces up the front, the bow on the front. Really, really nice job on the boots. The belt has lots of detail. The gauntlet here looks really high tech. And I love how they've got the little screws here, the screw heads detailed, you know, like it's bolted down to his arm. Same thing with the piece on the top of his back where the venom's pumping into his body. You got the screws detailed there. There's a piece that runs up his spine, and there's like each little vertebrae of this piece sculpted out as it turns up into the back of his head. So really, really nice job. You know, the gloves as well have, you know, metal plating on the gloves, the stitching in the gloves, texture on those as well. So really, really nice job on the sculpt. I think they really captured this character well. Okay, so design on this statue, you can see they've gone with pretty much the classic costume on him. Very classic mask. The pose is fairly safe museum style pose, 1 foot up. So, you know, fairly standard from that point of view. But what I really like about this statue, design wise, is the base really tells a story to me. I think, the fact that he's stepping on the bat signal, it tells me he's not afraid of Batman. It's like he's telling him, Batman, first I'm going to break all your stuff, and then I'm going to come and break you. So really nice thematic base here. It really shows Bane, as I said, he's not afraid of Batman. He's going to come after Batman, and he's going to break Batman, as I said. So really cool design on this statue. You also get one alternate head sculpt here, as you can see on the piece here. There's the classic mask. I mentioned that before. This is a little bit of a different looking mask. It's got the open eye holes, open mouth hole, so you can see all his teeth here. And they did a really nice job sculpting the teeth and the mouth here. I like this alternate mask. I think it's probably my favorite between the two. So you got two options. Nice job there, including both heads. So I like the design on this piece. As I said, from one standpoint, it is fairly safe, but it is, you know, it really tells a story. So I like that. Great design here from Sideshow. Alright, paint on this statue turned out really nice. We'll start with the base. They've kind of separated the color of the bat signal itself from the base. They've given it sort of like this copperish tone to it. So nice job separating those two, making the bat signal stand out. The skin tone, I think, turned out really nice. It's a good looking skin tone. They put a lot of sort of speckles and freckles around on his skin. Maybe they went a little bit overboard with that, but it looks pretty good. Gives it a nice realistic look to the skin. The fingernails, you know, they're brown and worn. I really like the vein work. Nice sort of bluish tinge to those veins. So nice job on the paint. The clothes and the gloves have kind of a dirty look to them. They've given it sort of an orangey brown, almost like a wash over the whole thing to give it the, I know, a rugged look. It's definitely not straight out of the washing machine for him. So he's been in a few fights, or been in a fight with Batman already with that type of look. I really like on the top of his back where you got the pump sitting. His skin around that area is very red and it looks infected, and like sore. So really nice job there. On the exclusive portrait here, I like the redness around the eyes. Same thing. He looks like kind of infected and like he's on something, which he is, right, with the venom. I like the lips and teeth. They did a really nice job with the glossy finish on the teeth, and they're kind of brown as well. Really nice job there. A little bit of mixed media on this guy. He's got cloth pants. I think they did a great job with these. I like how they bunch as they go into the boots there. If you look on the sides, there's actually a little bit of color there. There's some purple mixed in with the black. So a nice job there. The stitching is up on the back pockets is also purple. So a little bit of color added. I like that. The paint on the regular head looks really nice too. I think the eyes on this guy must be stickers because it's got this really kind of nice gradient to them. So overall paint, really nice job. I think it turned out really good. Alright, we'll move on to production and build quality on this guy, and I've sort of partially disassembled it for you to take a look at how it goes together. So you've got the base is all one big piece, and then the body, from what you can see here, is another piece, and it just fits down onto the base. There's a peg under his back foot here. So everything else sort of fits in with magnets. So you got the two hands, and again, look at the size of the hands. I mean, it takes up as big as my palm there, and they just fit in there with magnets. So a nice strong sturdy fit there. The next thing you want to do, there's these two supports here for the base, the bat signal supports, and there's a little slot on the side of each one, and you just kind of plug those in there. Those just kind of, it's just a loose fit, so just be careful you don't knock those out of place. And the other one slides in the other side there. So you got that done, and then you're going to put on the the venom pump device here. So you got the part that fits into the top of his back. So we slot that in. The hole, again, fits in with a magnet. And you can see this middle piece slides up and down. So you want to put the gauntlet on first. And then there is a hole on his armband here. And you just slide this down into place. And that fits into a magnet hole as well. So that's fairly easy. And then you got the two heads. Again, fit into the top with a magnet. But I will point out the little spinal piece here that fits into the back of his head. You do get two of them, and they look identical, but they're not. One of them actually fits one of the heads a little bit better. So I don't know how to tell them apart other than try it and see what works. This part here, the spinal cord part, should fit fairly flat to the top of his back there and along his spine. So one of them is going to be a little bit raised up. That's the wrong one. Switch it to the one that sits flat. So I find it easier to put this on first and kind of put that into place and then slot the head in like that. So fairly easy to assemble statue. This is a really nice quality feeling statue. It's quite heavy and large, so be careful moving this guy around. But yeah, it's got a nice sturdy feel to it. Nothing feels loose. Nice strong magnets to them. The packaging was pretty good on it. You can see the box here beside me. Kind of standard Sideshow packaging. So you got the white foam. All the parts are wrapped in that sort of waxy paper with the plastic bag around it as well. So the paint's been pretty well protected in the packaging. He seemed really secure in there. So, well, yeah, overall, really nice quality piece. Nothing to complain about as far as production quality and build quality. Really, really nice piece produced here from Sideshow. Alright, just before we wrap up the review here, one thing I forgot to mention is the broken glass around the rim of the bat signal is actually kind of a clear, sort of frosted plastic material. So it looks like it was glass, and it's kind of got these burnt, like, scorch marks on it. So, you know, obviously when he stepped on it and broke, you can imagine these sparks flying around and sort of scorching the outside of the glass. So nice job there with that. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Bane from Sideshow Collectibles. This is the exclusive version, and he's got the exclusive portrait on him right now. The regular portrait here, which is the classic mask. I think they did a really nice job on this statue all around. The sculpt is excellent, really captures the physical presence of Bane, you know, with the rippling muscles and the size that they did. Really nice job there. Lots of great details around, you know, the gauntlet and the venom pumps, the metal plating, everything looks really, really good. I love the thematic base. Again, you know, he's stomping all over the bat signal. You know, that really sends a message to Batman, in my opinion. So nice job with that. Paint's really nice. Nice quality piece. So overall, I'm really happy with this statue. I think everyone is gonna, if you're looking to pick this guy up, I wouldn't hesitate because he turned out really, really nice. So Bane from Sideshow, great statue. Once again, thanks to my buddy for lending it to me for this review. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and we'll have more reviews later in the year, so talk to you guys soon.